forcing me to play my position out of coercion, because you won't allow me to have my peace. And so you want to manipulate with the colors: red, black, white, pink, yellow, orange, maybe even purple. Okay. And the sunglasses, the spitting, the disgust. What else? What are we missing? The sneezing, the coughing. You know, all these little nuances that really don't mean much for a regular person, but you've already got my mind conditioned to see these things, and so they have meaning. Every significance of those performances, those particular performances and colors, have meaning. So I know the meaning, and I know you know the meaning, otherwise you wouldn't be wearing the colors just randomly, or in synchronicity with so many other people at the same time, because there's a lot of people doing the same shit. Primarily black and white, pink, even green. Oh, I just remembered green. So it's nonsense, people. You're afraid of nothing. And whoever told you to be afraid of me or to look out for me lied to you, because they're very afraid. They're afraid, or they thought that I'm going to come after them. No. I took a position of just basically safeguarding myself, because they thought they were going to throw me in jail for no reason. That's what's happening here. And I beat their ass to it by having a claim of the life, meaning that I am not of your system. The birth certificate system, that is a feudalism system that basically captures everyone as a slave upon birth. Okay? And through finances, all the debts and all the usuries that you get into, that's what they're banking on. But that doesn't exist anymore. That has been disqualified as of the year of 1999. August 12th, 1999. The British Crown was the original postmaster of the world at the time. And there was a 3-strike rule with the international bankruptcy, that upon the 70th year international bankruptcy, the United States of America Corporation, that's right, it was never a territory, land considered, or consideration. It was a corporation, and that's how you were held in place as a commodity towards that corporation for the debt that was owed to the British Crown that needed to be paid back by your sweat equity. So every dollar that you produced was basically a form of payment back to the British Crown. Now here's the thing. Because the language on the dollar is written in adverb verb, meaning fiction, false and misleading conveyance of grammar, a violation of the former U.S. Code, that is federal level. Title 18, subsection 1001, 1002, the dollar has been disqualified. You have no money system. The only thing that holds it up is your belief in it and the use of it on a perpetual basis by your ignorance. You have no knowledge, and no one is telling you the truth. No one is sharing with you the facts to this point of comprehension where you lack what has already transpired. The reason why they cannot grasp me is because I hold a nativity contract written in the correct sentence structure, communication, parse, syntax, grammar, authorized by the new Postmaster-General of the whole entire world and galactic level. That is : Russell, -J, : Gould. camel toe. Definitely not. So, ever since Clinton, there hasn't been a president.
And then for that 1 year, under the 1999 to 2000 presidency, Mr. Clinton at the time, in his book, he says, "I'm the last U.S. president." Well, this is what he's talking about. He's saying he's not telling the people the truth of what actually happened. The federal government had to physically vacate the Constitution, which were the rules and guidelines for the bankruptcy, and they physically had to leave the District of Columbia for so many days. Thus, the Florida election of the Florida Chads of the year of 2000 on the presidential election, because the president was the trustee, the administrator, the chief administrator of the bankruptcy. That was his function to all presidents during the bankruptcy.
Because there hasn't been a corporation. Because the trustee to that corporation at the time when the birth certificate system came to an end did not go in contract to recapture and update the terms of the agreement for the Title IV flag, which is the banner of the standard for any nation. Therefore, you also don't have any laws. You have no rules, you have no regulations.
And so I looked at the paradigm of shipping, because the foundation that moved my corporate vessel, which my thinking was trapped in this vessel here, my body, it was controlled by this paradigm of docking, otherwise known as a birth certificate. It was a shipping system. As matter moves from through the vacuum of space, helped by the magnetic flux that we have that holds the functions together, being the magnetism. Magnetism is only a concept in our mind, and we have to see the concept first, which makes the fact have jurisdiction over the flux of the magnetic flux, the vibration of light, the harmonics of sound. All these things, as they come in and out of our space, create a memory, create a crystalline structure that we can concur on. This is all about now space. This is all about the position of your thinking in the now space. I created the capacity to now move tangible matter into a now tense position, to now file a claim or a command that you control that space. And each claimant that has a claim of the life with me, that is in the buoy system that I have built, has the capacity to control their own matter, and I do not get in the way of what that is, because it's up to their condition of mind, the condition of thinking, to articulate that matter and to make sure that that matter is used for positive performances for our fellow mankind. There are no legal or lawful functions for those who don't have claims to the life in the correct methods to state a claim, which means to open their mouths and to be taken seriously about anything that they're saying. With the law of the flag, the bearer of the flag, the owner of the flag sets the terms. That's me. The terms are in grammar. The grammar is correct communication, parsing, syntax, grammar. Performance. It was done in a way where it was taken very seriously by government agencies around the world, and they approached me to have very serious conversations of what this meant for mankind. There are those of us in the world that have the courage and the knowledge to back what we say. And we also have the strength, some of us.
I the target for you? Your politicians are your targets, federal and local level. They're the ones who are robbing you of your funds, of your fiat, and misappropriating every aspect of the funding. Why am I your target? Why are you looking for me? Why are you harassing me? Because someone told you? That's the problem. You have no ability to think. So you're coming after a guy that has the ability to think, that has a claim of the life document and has claimed his vessel, a thinking-cargo vessel of the flesh and blood, living man, has the balls to stand up against a corrupt system that you are protecting out of ignorance, thinking that you're doing something patriotic. That is false nationalism. You don't even know what you're standing for. And all these doodads that you're driving around, the beautiful cars that you got, the nice homes that you have, for those that have them, okay? And for the ones that are doing this just for more funds, I get it. You're trying to survive. You're trying to protect yours. But who told you that someone's going to take away what you've got? When on this side, you get a claim of the life, you actually get to protect and safeguard everything you got, and that includes your kids and your well-being before your materialism. Why are you harassing anyone that you don't even know? It's ridiculous. Huh? It's ridiculous. You're not using your own thinking. You're not going to get me. There's nothing to get. They know that. That's why they're putting you onto me for whatever reason. And that reason I still don't even know myself. Here's what I did do. I served the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, because I was part of this group, this local group. North Shore MAFA group, Making America Free Again. You know what? I joined that group, and what I started to realize was that nobody was really trying to become free. Those who were ushering that group were just keeping you ignorant and hurtling those people that attended into a direction where it just created more ignorance, blinded movement, where you weren't really getting answers. Because I knew answers, people were asking questions, and the people that were actually supposedly educating those people were not completely giving them full answers. And I'm thinking to myself, why aren't you answering their question? It's a very simple question. People, you gotta wake up. You gotta start checking out what's going on. Alright? I'm not your man. I'm not your target. And the reason why they're putting you on to me is because I have more power than they do, based on my knowledge. But I'm not even exercising my power. Now, if you want to see me exercise my power, please continue to put me in a corner when all I'm doing is just trying to enjoy my life just as you are. Yesterday, I tried to go and see my child, and all I was required to do was to bring diapers, baby wipes, and formula for my child. And that became a game for the state of Rhode Island. It was a game for you, when for me, it's been weeks that I have not seen my child, and it was just a game for everybody. Now put yourself in my shoes. You become the game, and all you want to do is just go and see your child. How is that going to make you feel? You think you're going to behave normal when everybody is colluding against you? Trying to get a reaction out of you? Getting in your way? Making things difficult? Slowing you down? You think you're going to behave normal? I dare you. I dare you to even try it. And here I have a lady behind me. I don't know who the hell she is. She's been following me ever since I left the beach. But for whatever reason. Okay? All these headlights, I don't even know what the hell they mean. I know what they mean, but they're not honoring me. I don't want any of your honor. I want you to live your life and to leave me to live mine. That's what I want. So start thinking about these things. I'm going to start putting out all the factual forensics out there on YouTube so you can view for yourself in regards to what's going on with me in my venue, in my personal space, in my now space, and what I'm going to basically do away with because it doesn't belong in my space. Plain and simple. I've been very patient. And for the people that actually started this nonsense, I've asked them to stop cordially. And yet they continue to press. So now it's time for me to play ball right back in full court press. I'll continue to drive as I continue my factual forensics continuance. But I'm done speaking.